Hello dear Leos and welcome to your November 2020 horoscope. October was a busy month full of different challenges connected to both Mercury and Mars being in the retrograde motion. Also, we had 2 full moons to top it up, so lots of different issues and dilemmas may have come back from the past that you had to deal with. So hopefully November is a better month, a more optimistic month, especially since both Mars and Mercury go direct. So let's break this month down for you. On the 3rd of November, we've got Mercury going direct in Libra in your 3rd house. So here, Mercury in the 3rd house feels very comfortable, but when it goes retrograde, like it did for you in a few last weeks, this was a time when you probably experienced a lot of misunderstandings. Misunderstandings connected to communication with people from your immediate surrounding, but also with your siblings, with your neighbors. Perhaps there was some issue with a short trip that you took during this time. There could have been issues with emails, messages, maybe some dilemmas came back from the past that you had with your siblings before, and then you had to resolve them now and face them. Now with Mars going direct here, communication becomes much easier, much smoother, more enjoyable. Your mind is not as confused and overstimulated like it was in the last few weeks. So it's generally a more positive and easier time now that Mercury goes direct. And on the 10th of the month, you've got Mercury moving into your 4th house. So with Mercury in your 4th house, you want to communicate with your family. You want to get it in touch with your relatives, perhaps someone you haven't spoken to for a while. It's a great time for reconnecting with your roots. You might be discussing your childhood, where you come from, with your parents, with your grandparents. This is also a great time for mentally stimulating conversations with your family. But also it's a great time for playing games, also in your home environment. So playing cards or Scrabble or things like this in your home environment, because your mind is still very stimulated, but you want to be at home, you want to be doing things at home. Now on the 14th of November, we've got Mars going direct in your 9th house. Mars has been retrograde in your 9th house since September the 9th. And when Mars went retrograde, you may have lost a sense of life direction, perhaps where you were confused where you're heading next in your life, what you should do with yourself. You didn't have a motivation or urgency or drive to expand your horizons, to learn something new, perhaps study, or you didn't really feel like interacting with others. Now with Mars going direct in this house, this is a wonderful time for getting involved in international affairs. So interacting with people from different cultures, different countries, different backgrounds to yours. You might be busy dealing with this kind of affairs. You might be busy at your school if you are at university, if you're studying something. This will be a very busy time for you. Things will move quickly. If you had to put something on hold, you were waiting for something during the time that Mars was in a retrograde motion. Now everything will move forward in a much quicker way. And on the 15th of November, we've got a new moon in your 4th house. So on the 10th of November, you had Mercury moving into your 4th house of home and family. And you were more practical about your home life. You were mentally stimulated. You wanted to reconnect with your relatives. But now with a new moon in this area, this is a time of new beginnings. It's a wonderful time for starting something new, for starting something fresh, for a fresh start in your home life, in your family life. Perhaps you can be planning a renovation, you can be planning a little family gathering, there could be a family member visiting you, so something connected to your home and family. Or perhaps you will come up with an idea and start something new in your domestic life. Now, on the 21st of the month, we've got Venus moving into your 4th house. So as you can see, there's a lot of energy focused this month on your home and family environment. It's a great time for doing anything that you have to do now, because then next month, the energies will move to different areas of your life, and you won't have as much time to deal with your home and domestic life. So now is the time to act. With Venus here, you will seek more harmony and balance in your home life. You will want to beautify your home. Maybe buy some art, buy some flowers, make your home space a more loving space, a more comfortable place, more beautiful as well. On the 22nd of the month, we've got the sun moving into your 5th house. And here with the sun moving into your 5th house, you get this boost of creativity. The 5th house, the house of creativity, fun, pleasure, joy, children, youth, self-employment, dating, love. So this is where your attention turns to towards the end of the month. And you want to have some more romance in your life. Perhaps you want to go on a date. You want to reconnect with your love, with someone you've been seeing, take this relationship to the next level. You want to be more artistic. You seek more fun and pleasure in your life. You want to spend time with your children, more time with your children if you have children. Or if you work with children, if you work with youth, this will be a very busy time centered around children around this time. And the month ends with a full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini, and this is in your 11th house. So a lunar eclipse is 6 times stronger than a regular full moon. And usually a lunar eclipse is a time of ending, something coming to an end. So here your attention turns into your friendship cycle, into groups you belong to your community. Also something to do with networking, something to do with your hopes and wishes. So this is a time when some projects may come to completion, something connected to your area of the 11th house matters. Now I will make a more in-depth video about this lunar eclipse. This is just a general overview. And with this in mind, I would like to wish you a wonderful November. I hope it's a great month full of new opportunities and possibilities that come your way. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.